Samre ya ebeyi ani die kwaso yemu binu ya fichiri yedi ene ehwe se de mra no be adwuma because yenimu nkrofo mo so MDC party mo a omudi atempa se mo makwan anka be bodi baako Kevin Taylor ewiase nyina ani
Entinana Romeo ene Arnold Baidoo abe class your excellency the president John Mahama efa the press conference or meeting with the media no just say almost na was some kind of expectations be his excellency when to me I make it to their expectation in fact be class with him the funny issue is say obey issue IP address e dey track am phone now Romeo e won sem ka e wo ho na want tribunal kire wadwen amame e wo comment section aha Penyah block media mess was say need obe like video no other mo subscribe button some like the notification and connect latest update number kire wadwen dey amame e wo comment section best raso baso no ahye do for so enya bi ahye Ejeko 24 election obekaya the creative art industry no NDC government ehye omu bo pay e body I remember some of them e body omu se mbo pa e ma me kai ka say omu ma Ashanti region omu si national theater e wa Ashanti region dia ma nyina what else
yeah since China for boy you see Rollins Abreso everything there is not been rehabilitated into Russia kwana eko from anyoma bebre asay wo ho oh yeah exhibition and I be sometimes curtains no you can't draw the curtains stage no assay anyoma bebre asay room into emrena so say you say who ye send a beya a bit to me aboa the creative industry na o share manifesto mo 2020 yeah the true mo say you be see a second national theater ewo Kumasi. Now, your 2024 manifesto, you are saying repeating what Musa Nyamiya Adoma say Yaba, you be see a second national theater in Kumasi. If you say Kumasi, you are the center of the arts and culture in this country. And so no say there,
just say what dear. Obe expand you know the industry no amana effect
in the budget for the creative arts. One of the major issues is protection of your copyright. Like I said, I don't have the solutions, but we'll find the solutions together. We've come a long way from banderoles to phonograms and yes, and all that. We must find how we can prevent, you know, your creative work from being, your copyright from being stolen. We even instituted a training program for the police to train them to understand what a copyright is, so that when they see somebody illegally selling people's works, they know that this person is a thief. With the example KOD gave, the policeman doesn't understand that the person is a thief. He thinks that it's only somebody who jumps into somebody's house to try and steal something that is a thief. This one is has openly stolen and is selling somebody's property on the streets. But the policeman doesn't know that the person is a thief. And so they must include in the police training curriculum copyright enforcement, because it is important. If we don't enforce the copyright on your creative works, it will continue to make you poor. And so we're prepared to do so.
Even Kuma would never go crano, on Bessa Revampino, just say, on Bay and everybody about the creative and arts industry. No go on say now, no. Projections no bar as Omun treat to me, Jenny's for bar, Omon, Ebefion, do only to for more. Most of the Kumawood stars in Nano, Omun Nayan for. Now, recently, Anna Mahama a committee with the media. Now, according to Arnold Baidoo, no, there was some kind of expectation of people tear free and someone Mahama Becca and what creative and arts industry, but Mahama can't equal deep. But I say, when Yanessa said, yeah, no, see, person Mahama see can't creative and arts industry, no expectation, no expectation Mahama Honum, no. When Yanessa. It's another return. Arnold Baidoo so on a party. His Excellency will lie. Will drop on Arnold Baidoo. About clash with His Excellency the President John Mahama.
Wednesday. The fact say presidents in the presentation or even before our questions the bio, there was no mention of creative industry.
Okay.
Just say Omo to draft presentation actually forgot about the creative industry. Almost so I from so could be some questions so ubia ndwen ho Nyamisha Salama Painter.
Thank you.
Say, regardless of the fact that young boy ye dealing with presentation no crown or say there be semeko na me could be a question on creative industry. Now the kumi kwan say video na echo round.
Mpacha.
Ya message sala parts now will be a question. And so you nipa na or didn't who see one industry. And that's unfortunate. We only see this, but there could be a question ye nephew. Bibi asala will be a nyamisha.
Amen.
But seriously, so we'll take a clearer picture of the AC now in Kaye. Because governments are the level of attention on my industry. Not if
President we pen wama industry players one more position so.
According na ye be project industry no ye catch and say this year me be. That they disappointing they say we should take the customer say industry no is very important, one of the most important sectors. The president actually admitted that. He also talked about the fact say you can't employment industry is viable, and he is right. It's if the president what the industry it minimum, how did they mess the whole budget allocation just one person across fireside? How? And you see, for the first time, when President Kasa about industry now, you see say or Kasa unim the okapa. This one he was not convincing. He seemed caught off guard. The boy no and smartness say unim stuff about the industry, but clearly what he said about industry was not convinced. For the first time, President Mahama came about industry, which means now he was not sure of himself. And that's very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. And you see, I say careful. We share NDC Manifesto 2024 resetting agenda now. Black Star Experience, the whole creative industry from art, tourism, culture, has been couched under Black Star Experience. It's not say Black Star Experience is a standalone project. The entire industry from culture to arts to tourism is been couched under Black Star Experience. And it was their flagship program. I mean, even when you read the manifesto, they tell you say it's a flagship thing. Now they are flagship. They are the Yaman Iska. So the whole year, the likes of KOD, Kafui Danku, Honorable Gomashi, they are just going back and forth. And it's not fair. It's not fair to them. Because now we have, say be some questions say, oh, and clearly in course, the industry in the last since a part government we ban, nothing has gone on in our industry.
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah birthday.
Empress,
a Nibia bow. A Nibia bow. No, seriously, it's not a laughing matter anymore. Okay? When you read the manifesto, 3.3.1, a culture. Almost 10 commitment. Promise ya dem culture and kwan. We are further ahead. Under Black Star Experience, I'm say every month you be Calendar Day, you be festival, you be say about 3.3.2. If a creative industry, almost 20 promises. About 3.3.3, tourism, and also barefoot, almost 50 promises, 50 for industry. No, not the whole year. Not easy. It's not something I say joking about. 50. It is the whole year. 50 commitments, 50 promises. Yo, it's not fair. It is not fair. And you know what is disturbing? Most disappointingly, it means that December in GH, if you buy year of return, beyond the return, I by December in DH at least. And no crano a may be so miss and non crafty. Disappointing. It's a Black Star Experience. They say, but you see that's one of the Nema buying son and wine, because clearly this was one of the brilliant initiatives of the SWA government. But because another government about the vision for Bantino, or be ye for you, Sunday your policy na kakwe. And can you papi more? Projects and as a venture what the industry any gun now and the figures are there to show. Sir, beyond year of return beyond the return any December and GH no revenue are generating my industry from tourism to us to all sectors from aviation to wherever because they are interconnected. Aviation nyane there, transport nyane there, hoteliers nyane there, tourism nyane there. It means December and GH now are projecting and as are propelling over the years in Yano. You who this year. And you are being told that you are my shade. It's not this one laugh some association. Any person.
Now Obekai said he says that Eddie Assembly to just say now the National Signal Bureau almost any technology via now on a bit me abua. So pass a comment on social media, bit my track comment using your IP address, you know track your location. It's not a friend Mahama Krano IP mine. Ghana version of IP mine. As a chiwa for hate speech, your chiwa, you be jailu in a local court. Near jailu your best sentence so as you be jailu. And no, Anna Romeo, I bet you on Sunday says Sarah Kadia, Obiano be any asset, but or the need to talk from all monitor Kevin Taylor is a Kevin that they be obeying party. It's all monitor Kevin Taylor. No way, answer the back and be ano, waka.
Romeo and Nigeria. My radio is 20 years. But say a radio to see. Now you do be at the way of what was your is in be all my life. Nemo be family one and I'm address it. But in the atom, in be that. Wadaroma make clear. They are no way in the show. Will be a na the person make and say I made they say on my penny near bray because or has said the normal corner so my yan is a M1. Now no make our has said Ghana ha ope a buyer and a party you do my temper NDC for na minim the India. Some people were power at terminal north but NDC jamba power pay left and right. Front and back ni deep party na tem emu mpanyefo akandifo ni di atem saa na we yekukrumpo ni na atem no ekosei to mampanyin ene ne do matena se hu se ya stop ade we a nsema ye bete wo ya sum ne yempe ne mo mesre saa mre ya ebai ani die kwaso emu bi no ya fichiri yani ene ye hwese de mra no be ye adwuma because yenimu nkrofo mo so MDC party mo a omudi atempa se mo makwan ka be bodi baako Kevin Taylor ewiase nyina ani nti efi ne kro ye nyina ye be fichiri yani ne yaso na ya monitor Kevin Taylor yie na ya hwese obedi atembiem ana wondi atembiem ba so fa ahusem because
maybe so from patch
that be one was
so for men be patch
ada na me de America sa
me man kwan sa kasa no bi so missing patch mesrao asima wuke
enti ye besre ye monitor pa Kevin Taylor ye ni won ho eti said ye nanse ya Bank of Ghana dem raba say the only currency you recognize your mind way more allowed say you be use a business transaction bibia you see this no samra no oma share but na djuma ye me hu so ene ya minimum bia na okohan dan wo North Legon if you run born dollars nti minim ha wo mbetumi implement ama samra we ayi adwuma yie atemdidie die
school fees ye tia in dollars
yes enti me pese me buso mampanyin se saa mra we na wa pon ho kakra maye no ye busa se wo mo nte Ghana ha no o mo ka ho menim se anod mu ewanu ye o meeting dia mame e o mo nte Ghana ha kwa oh that be say ebia wo nim de minim se ne tie yi I can't know it all
enye Ghana pe outside
no Ghana pe meeting mra onye mra bia o all his
there so waka
yes.
Ceciano. Omode technology is share any efidie bia ba.
Exactly.
Ceciano se ukasa.
Okay,
I dey ho dada.
No pacha se ukasa. Anase se uka ensema anu odi a ya wonim se bia asem na woka no enye no kra they will find you.
Good. Yeah. So the law there is there. The law is already there.
Enti nyame adom I start ye adwuma. Yes will be the fancy comedy. Okay. Emra ne dey awo ho ache. But afi ne e be hye mukena. Enti ye me de say eye adwuma na ahya ase e chichi nkrofo bi. Enti yeso ye de aso beto fom. Eni ye ni ya fichiri ye ni nyina. Obi obedi atem bia na ye be hu say we dey o hanti odi atem no wafa ne ho di no ye be ba bonten. Ni abe mama nsan nyina hu say sa anhyehyɛ no mo ye no sa na en favor ana say ekotia nkrofo bi na ekotia nkrofo nti Ghana fo nyina afichi yani because atem no me sure say apart from politicians no ahemfoju omo de obi a gene de left and right nti ye be monitor obi a me de kakra metumi aka no wa enimomo mu di atem okroma nyina efin de kro ye be fichiri yani na ya ma yeni edu omochi yeni momu nyina omo anso ni momo including you you know so ya sofu so ya politician o yeni mobi a na bani se e na mbusa secretary ya be na mo de select journalist a omo ko shia omo panyin because say omo panyin person shia journalist na omo tutu na no na ekwaye se bia party for na be from namfofo aw munimum so we mu de amo ba enim say da questions bi wa mbegu mu a say ya na be there's no fairness o share journalists e call na me nka so mo NDC for but I'm telling you say a lot of them are friends enti e ba sara oh yem frey namfofo no mo mbra enti nobody will be serious and ask questions where I can na mini anamo kano stakeholders or more industry more ahina no I'll meet me with questions way what you didn't say and this is how it's going to be and I'm getting disappointed too because me can say time when I bought my mini di ohano me try ka say I know this woman will work and trust me I'm not seeing anything from the minister omo ami hu omo kakra omo ye adwuma ye abeku Santana KOD I think so me no pa na me hu even Krano, Abeku boss on no crowd, woman no Krano. Fine, she's always with Abeku into Onumpodie, Mihano. But Rexoma and the minister, Honorable Jifa, I'm not seeing her.
I say radio stations in you will be invite so the 2% at the continent. I was saying radio station for so the invite me about Nipe 2 and Obeko, but yeah, the any day, Salamatino. Ono ye juma presidency nti no kita passa on a cameraman be on the onomone na what I say ti senyo no no bisa ma ye dia omu nyina media houses na wo Ghana ha nyina akoye omu bi bisa ma ye nti ho amu na select omu koye na me che say dey etuche media house na nkasa nti na me say men pese me kasa bi you see normal say no ya emotional say ye can and eba say obi ti ba bia na or dwene no ma bi ma. Okay. I mean it's not fair. Said they can promises be brave and no make here. What you say? And we are not seeing them. And we are getting disappointed. Obi beka say oh say 9 months dey yenko achiri bia. Kakranka koko na ankra na be yema. Ayema. And according to say who opposition and someone who can meaning the entity say the mountain na mawa na we free hu say den enche 4 years e beba o ahia na e be satena na ya kan say de ya kan na yen spare obia me that's it
chiro adwe mame e wo comment section aha yi Penyah Block Media Accra.